And welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life. And where you get the truth about the writer's life. So subscribe if you haven't already, punch the like button, and tap that bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one fucking exciting video. So it's 1 week since my operation. It still hurts to talk a little bit, and I'm still slurring my words and mispronouncing things and whatever, but if you want to see, pretty handsome, huh? And there's another one back here. So, and there's stitches all over the place. But at least I'm not waking up in a pool of blood anymore. Isn't that fun? So I go back in a week to see how the bone graft is doing, and they spin a thing around my head and takes a visual image, and hopefully they don't say like, "Oh, there's like a tumor on your brain." By the way, don't bite your tongue. Don't even think about something like that. But you got to shell out like $400 out of pocket, boom, for like 3 minutes of this thing revolve around your head. But I guess it's worth it. I can't go around like this all the time. I'll look like a common bum. In fact, those were my mother's exact words. She's like, "You got to get a new tooth. You look like a bum." Thanks, Mom. You look like a bum. Anyway, she means it in a good way. And in fact, she shelled out the money for the down payment and the new thing I'm going to get. So thank you, Mom. For real. So my video from yesterday went viral and about the censorship of Roald Dahl. I always thought it was Ronald Dahl. Maybe I was mixing up Ronald McDonald. I don't know. All I know is that I used to buy his books for my kids many, many, many years ago and read them to him. And now Puffin is taking out words like fat and ugly and things like that in order to appease the woke generation. Someone actually challenged me and they're like, "Where are you getting this bullshit from?" Or whatever. I was like, delete. I censored somebody. Oh my God. It happens. Anyway, but 99.9% of the comments were good ones. I got a little flack for spelling Raold with an N. Some snarky comments, but nothing big, Actually, thank you for pointing it out. I've said this before, and I actually think I'm dyslexic. And I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I have a lot of trouble spelling. And oftentimes, even when the spell check kicks in, I don't notice the difference. I still don't really know the difference between effect and affect. I know a little bit, but and my math is just brutal. I don't understand even algebra. You should have seen it when I was a kid, and my father would be going over my algebra homework with me, and I'd be like crying, "I don't get it." He'd be slapping me across the face because he was really good at math, and he'd be like, "How can you not get this?" My mother would be like, "Stop hitting him. He's just simple. He's a simple little boy, like Tiny Tim. He's just simple. Leave him alone." Anyway, you had to be there. What was I going to talk about today? Oh, AI. Right. So, everybody, a whole bunch of writers are afraid that they're going to lose their job with this, all this AI stuff, and that, the new website where you can just throw in a phrase, what's a children, give me a blog on children's books, and they give you the blog. Anyway, apparently, I looked at Dean Wesley Smith did a blog on this, and he put it all into perspective, and only a manner that Dean Wesley Smith can, which is to the point, succinct, and less than 200 words. And he went through, the first thing he said was, and the reason I'm talking about Dean is I can't take credit for these opinions, but I agree with him. He's like, the AI voiceovers for like audiobooks, he's like, it's getting really good. And this is going to be a tool that's going to be awesome for writers because, especially independent authors and traditionally published authors, because it's going to save a ton of money. I kind of feel badly about the actors and whoever who do the voiceovers because they might be out of jobs. There will always be a market for authors who read their work. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I could sit there for hours upon hours upon hours and do it, but I'm sure one day I will. Like, I've been to LA, I've been to the Hills, and I've been to some actors' houses, and because my ex was friends with a bunch of these types of people or whatever, not because they invited me, otherwise I wouldn't have been there. And like, if you can't get work in LA, if you can't get work in Hollywood, West Hollywood, you narrate audiobooks. It's like the bottom of the barrel. It's like the bottom of the barrel when it comes to acting. I hate to say it, but it is. Maybe there's something worse. I don't know. Like doing a voiceover for a local used car lot or something. I don't know. But it's pretty much the bottom of the barrel. But anyway, back to the AI. The AI is supposed to be really good for audio, so that remains to be seen. However, I guess with fiction, though, it's still not quite there yet because there's inflection with fiction and there's emotion and all these types of things. But for nonfiction, and I write a lot of nonfiction, they say it's pretty damn good. So, okay, we put a good check mark there. Okay, so now art, AI art. According to Dean, and I don't understand it, there's like licensing and copyright issues that must be figured out first. Because I guess like I could work with an AI. I should bring one of my sons in here. They do this stuff. I guess an artist can produce an AI inspired piece of art. Well, it wouldn't be AI inspired; it would be AI produced piece of art, and they still own the copyright. And I don't. There's like copyright issues anyway. So I'm not about to engage in utilizing AI art right away for my bare media covers or anything like that. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way still, which means hire an artist. Thirdly, the AI as the writer, replacing the writer. According to Dean, I still have yet with this chat GBT thing or whatever it is, I've tried to get on and have not been able to get on. I've signed up, send me a notice, and it doesn't like me. It doesn't want me to use it. Maybe that's a good thing. But he examined it. He played with it, and he's like, it's too fucking stupid for words. No pun intended. He's like, and that's for like nonfiction. What it does is it takes snippets of existing articles and like makes its own article. It can write a decent sentence and put together a paragraph or whatever. But he's like, there's going to be plagiarism issues with it. No question about it. Already editors are like, if we sense you've used this, you're fired. Kind of reminds me of like when Wikipedia came out, professors and teachers and editors and stuff are like, if we sense there's any Wikipedia stuff in here, you're done. So I've spoken about that before. And in terms of fiction, no way. They're just not gonna, it's not creative enough. And it's only as good as the information you feed it. So like until it's fed enough information on how to put the emotions and the story conflict and the plot structure and all that stuff and the dialogue that goes into a story, it's not going to work for fiction. And that's good for us because that's our job. That's part of the writer's life. So anyway, that's it. That's my take on the AI thing. I don't think I really even need to talk about it again. Oh, well, one more thing. One of my editors says some of the new things are useful as tools, like the AI editing stuff I find great, saving me a lot of money. So that kind of thing is very welcome. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. All right. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. All right. Ciao, ciao.